Still with me for a chat, it's a man whose posters I used to have on my bedroom wall when I was a teen. Yeah, I'm not going to lie about it, Shane. I'm putting my cards on the table right now.
It's all good, it's all good.
Thank you for joining us for a chat. Now, we've already heard your single, but tell us about the rest of the album. What can we expect from it?
The album is very different. It's very up-tempo, it's very folky sounding.
Not a lot of ballads, is there? There's a couple,
there's actually only 3 ballads on the whole album out of a possible probably 13, 14 songs.
Wow.
So yeah, so that's going to shock a few people straight away. It used to be the other way around at Westside, but yeah, it's very folky, it's very soulful musically, even country. There's some really country tracks on there. Nice. I went to Nashville for 2 weeks. I went over there writing, and I think I brought back a bit of a twang and a sound as well. So it definitely influenced the rest of the album. But yeah, it's just good up-tempo, positive music. There's a few really cool ballads on there as well that I love. One of them called All You Need to Know, which is a possible maybe next single or the single after, which is a very, really cool song.
So everyone's going to be up dancing when they get a copy of that album. And
yeah, well, I hope so. You know, it's definitely a more upbeat album. I think it's quite current actually now as well. You know, country and folk music is definitely happening at the moment. So I couldn't have picked a better time. But it felt like the most natural sound. It felt like it was the most enjoyable sound when I went into the studios. People kept picking up mandolins and ukuleles and banjos, and I was like, pick it up, man.
Hey, let me
get
grab
the fiddles
one.
out, get the fiddles out as well. So yeah, it was just an enjoyable process. So I think it's the most natural sound that came out, and it's worked out great.
And you mentioned recording in Nashville. Are you going to turn all Dolly Parton on us?
No, I was actually in a studio though where Dolly Parton and Patsy Cline and all these legends recorded. Yeah, I wrote one of the songs in there, a song called When I Met You. It's a real up-tempo country, fiddles, banjos, you name it, it's all over it. So it's yeah, Dolly might have influenced a little bit there.
Wowza, that's cool. Yeah. Maybe you can cross over to America with that sound.
Well, it is, you know, it's obviously America is something that I'd love to have a go at. There's plans to go there next year, so it's a kind of a worldwide record deal, so it's kind of something that I think they were thinking about. You know, they want to make music that'll go everywhere. So. But, you know, one step at a time and see how it goes.
See how it goes. Now, do you feel like there's a lot of pressure riding on this solo album because of the success of Westlife? Obviously, people are going to be like, right, okay, he's been in Westlife, he's going at it alone. Yeah,
of course. You know, there's lots of pressure for different reasons, I suppose. But I think I try not to focus on too many negative stuff. I try to focus on, right, I treat it like, right, I'm a new artist, which I am. I'm on my own singing, so it's new. But it's, you know, it's good music that I love. And so far, it's getting a good reaction. But yeah, there's always going to be a bit of pressure, of course.
I think it's always good to have a bit of pressure.
You have to have pressure. You have to have nerves because if you don't, you don't care about it. So this means the world to me. The whole thing, the whole album, the next year of my life is very important. But I'm going to work very hard. I'm going to go to every country to go to do every major interview.
Do what you need to do.
Just do what I need to do and work hard, and hopefully people will like the music.
Cool, I think they will. Now we've got to talk about the success of Westlife. Check this out. So you've sold over 50 million records worldwide, and only the Beatles and Elvis Presley have scored more UK #1 singles.
I know, it's crazy.
That's crazy.
It's
How
crazy.
do you begin to reflect and appreciate that kind of success?
It's crazy now looking back at it, because I think when you're in the band, like we started off, we had like 7 #1s in a row, which was just, and then we had a #2 and it was like, oh no. It was like, oh, Bob the Builder hammered us in the Christmas charts. I never forget it. I still don't like it when I see a toy in the house, I'm looking at him. But yeah, no, it's, when you look back at it now, like reflecting back in the band a year after the band, it's pretty ridiculous, actually, some of the stuff we did.
That doesn't happen these days.
It doesn't happen at all. I think #1s, you know, even top 5s, top 10s.
You're lucky.
You're lucky to get in there. So you know, someday hopefully I might get a #1 again. But it's 14 #1s is pretty mental.
Yeah, I think so. Now, out of all of Westlife's achievements, what are you most proud of?
Probably the 14 #1s, you know, because we're obviously 3rd in the history books, you know, and the Beatles and Elvis are above us, so that's pretty cool. You know, no matter what.
You share that with Cliff Richard.
I know, yeah. It was a pity we didn't get 15 just to, I know. But Cliff, you know, Cliff is a legend.
Cliff's a legend, it's fine.
Absolute legend. So, you know, but just to be in the same sentence as them people is, you know, no matter whether you like Westlife or not, you can't take that away from us. That's records we set and we got, obviously with the help of all our fans, but it's pretty cool to have that, no matter what.
Now, although Westlife have split, could you see yourselves getting back together?
Right now, there's no plans, you know, and I think when we split up, I think we were the type of band that instead of splitting up halfway through and getting back together, we just kept going for like 14 years straight. But, you know, there's no plans to do it. 10 years down the line, I can't tell the future, you know.
If the big reunion called up and said, "Hey guys, 2018, do you want to come and do our show?"
Honestly, I don't think we will, and I think the boys will give you the same answer. You know, it's we ended the band and we were happy with the way it kind of ended, and it was like a big kind of that was our moment, that was our time in music. But look, you know, you can never say never. Of course, we all are still very good friends, so I'm sure we'll meet up and sing a few tunes sometime, you know.
Yeah, definitely. Now, do you know if any of the other boys are doing any solo projects?
I know Mark is working on music.
Cool.
He's writing away at the moment, so I don't know when he's releasing. He hasn't anything set yet, so, but I'm sure he will. He's a great singer, obviously, an amazing singer. So yeah, he'll take his time, get it right, and then go for it. Nicky and Keane are doing lots of TV, loads of TV actually. Keane's a judge on The Voice in Ireland.
Wow.
That show, he's very good on it too. A bit of a Simon Cowell about him. But yeah, so and Nicky's doing a couple of new shows in Ireland as well. So, and there's stuff going on over here. So it's, yeah, they're flat out doing loads of TV stuff. So we're all kind of, you know,
busy doing your own
we're all
thing.
kind of busy and kind of, I suppose, finding our, you know, individual journeys, you know, our individual paths. Because it's weird. You're coming out half your life, you're in a band, everything is set out for you, you know exactly what you're doing. Then it's like, okay, that's over. It's like, you know,
what am I going to do?
But this is it. You have to find what's comfortable. You have to find what's, you know, you enjoy doing. And obviously, I'm getting to sing, which is great, which is what I love to do. But it's all individual journeys now that we have to kind of just map it out. And I'm sure we meet up in a year's time and go, all right, what are we up to? You know, and talk about it and have a few pints. And it was funny, like the day after we split up, we did a big concert in Dublin, like Croke Park Stadium. It was amazing.
Is it 2 sellout nights then?
2 nights, yeah, 80,000 a night, which was, it was great because the first night we were like, we can really enjoy tonight because we got tomorrow night, you know. So we didn't, but the second night was like, it was just, we were all very emotional and in a bit of a state, you know. But it was our life as we knew it kind of stopping. Yeah. So it was a big kind of moment. But then the next day we all kind of rang each other up and go, right, do you want to go to the pub? And we went to the pub and literally drank Guinness till about 4 in the morning.
Oh.
So we actually, you know, we were like kind of going, I'll just go to the pub just one more time.
Yeah.
So it showed that we were very close and we still are close. And I'm so glad out of everything, all the achievements, I think us staying together and staying friends that long is probably one of our best achievements because a lot of bands fall out.
Exactly.